In terms of my story, it starts as a little boy, 3-year-old Cornelius, growing up on a farm and involved in a farm accident where this big old piece of machinery fell on top of me and pinched some nerves in the back of my spine. And as a result of that, various muscles on my body didn't develop. They atrophied essentially because there's a lack of communication there. And so I've been very conscious of my appearance growing up, and also like to make things. So I was being on a farm, of course, you make stuff. And naturally, that kind of led to me realizing, why don't I also just make the clothes that I wear? And that was largely inspired because of the asymmetry that my body has. I thought to myself that I don't have to actually make things exactly the same on both sides. And so I tailor my clothes to be slimmer on the right side than they are on the left side, and adjust the heights of my shoulders slightly because they vary. And so tweak those little things so that clothes that I make only fit me. Other people have tried them on sometimes, and it's like, hold on, this feels a little odd. I'm like, yeah, that's intentional. It's meant to be slimmer. So there's that component. And then the other side of it was, I've always enjoyed performing as well. I did plays, a little bit of local theater growing up and things. And it just so happens that I've living in the perfect time in history where social media was invented, and we're no longer dependent on gatekeepers, if you will, or people in charge of the channels and platforms. So I'd combine the two. So I just started putting out content based on the stuff that I was making. And it's been a thing that I've just been slowly working on, kind of figuring out how to best do it. And now we find ourselves here where this is now my primary gig, and the design stuff is just for the clients that I like still. So.
Well, thanks for continuing to do design for us then. I didn't realize that. That's an honor. I appreciate it. The story that you have of inventing your own clothes to fit your specific body type, it's interesting because I didn't even realize that. Like I knew your story, and I knew that you also made clothing, but I didn't realize that was why, which is amazing. And also, it's interesting that that isn't more prominent, maybe, or like, is that not, that wasn't a goal of yours necessarily, to like build this thing that was making clothes for other people that might also have similar challenges, where that almost becomes its own sort of mission on itself? For you, it was more about just making the clothes and showing the process and helping people learn how to do it.
Yeah, it was initially just about learning how to do it. In the very beginning, I was just documenting me learning how to sew. So those early ones are just me bumbling along, having absolutely no clue what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And slowly over time, I've kind of figured out the craft. And I never planned on it, but it's become a thing of sort of the educational side of things. I was very surprised to discover the stuff that people actually latched onto was when I shared the technical aspects behind the scenes of how to make your own clothes.